Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm your host Brian.
And I'm your host, Jim. So sit back and enjoy the Ride Life podcast. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next Tuesday. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Ride Life podcast here. I'm Brian, and Jim is missing with the internet problems again. So we got to get that fixed for him. But anyways, we got the main man, the guest, our guest tonight, Dr. Harley's in the house. So what's up, Doc?
Hey, what's going on, man? Good. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. I'm usually the interviewer, not the interviewee, and so this is different for me.
Yeah, I like it. So put you in the hot seat for once. It's kind of nice. You don't have to take any notes. You kind of sit back and answer some questions and talk Daytona, talk bikes.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Good. But you've been a busy guy. I've seen you on some lives. You've been on Rolling Throttle lives, your own lives. So you've been in front of the computer a lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm always busy. You know, there's 24 hours in a day. I want to do as much as I can within that time frame.
I hear you. And plus, you got a full-time job, so you work 5 days a week. How much do you work?
I work 40 hours a week at my full-time job. I work about anywhere from 20 to 40 hours a week in the shop, working on bikes, and another 40 hours a week, if not more, doing YouTube stuff or Instagram or Facebook or social medias, you know?
Yeah. So you have your shop, you do customer bikes and stuff like that. So it's like
Absolutely. I just did 2 tires for somebody before we came on tonight.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was thinking. So I had this planned in my head, thinking you're going to go along with it. But so my Road Glide needs a rear tire. So I was thinking I'm going to get a rear tire. I'm going to take the 4-hour ride down to your house, change the tire, hang out for a little bit, and ride back. I think that's going to be a day.
No problem.
Yes.
See you tomorrow.
I wish. Jeez. Well, tomorrow
I'm already booking up for the 13th. I'm sorry, the 15th and 16th of March from when I come back from Daytona.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. Well, people are eager. It's that time of year. It's probably a busy time for bike shops.
Absolutely.
So, pretty cool. So, how long have you been doing the shop stuff?
I've been working in my shop now, going on my 10th year. 10th year, yeah, working on bikes part-time for myself and other people. And I really enjoy it. I prefer wrenching on bikes as much as I do enjoy riding bikes.
You know, that same with me. Like, I never thought that was. I always heard the older guys telling me that. Say, oh, I enjoy wrenching on them. Just, and I said, what are you, out of your mind? Like, why wouldn't you want to ride? But now I get it. So now that I have kind of multiple bikes and I can work on one and still ride if I need to. But I really do enjoy that time of working on the bikes.
Yeah, and, I never know what problems or challenges are going to come my way with working on somebody else's bike. And I was talking to somebody tonight. He's got an oil leak on his 01 Dyna, and when he comes in, we'll figure it out and get it fixed up. And what's nice is I'm an IT guy by trade, full time, Monday through Friday. I don't have a finished product at the end of my workday. But when I work on bikes, I have a finished product, whether it's something as simple as an oil change to doing tires to doing cams or lifter maintenance and cam chain tensioners,
Yeah, so do you think if you didn't have your full-time job and you just did this full-time, do you think it would be as enjoyable?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said, I come home and I work 6 to 8 hours a night in the shop.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, probably about 12 to 16 hours a night in the shop.
That's good. I mean, your shop looks pretty cool. How many lifts you got in there now? You got
just 2.
Just 2 lifts. That's all. I mean, that's all you need, right?
Well, I also have a Let's Roll dolly if I need it. If I'm working on 2 projects and someone wants tires, I could use that to get the bike up and do tires.
Yep. So when I roll down there for my ride, should I order a tire from you, or should I bring a tire?
I don't stock tires. The only thing I stock is oil filters.
Okay.
Usually what I tell people, if you order tires, you can have shipped to your house, or you can have them drop shipped to me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can do that. So
Yeah.
I was thinking I was going to have to put it over me and ride with the
The Michelin Man look. I've had that happen too. I have
yeah,
had that happen too many times.
right, right. Nice. So, what bike do you bring into Daytona? I know you got a few bikes, but what do you bring into Daytona?
I was going to bring both. Um, and this is not common knowledge because it happened today. I couldn't fit both bikes in the trailer with everybody else's bikes. So it came down to I'm bringing the Road Glide, I'm not bringing the Softail. I know Alan might not be very happy about that from Advan Black because he asked me to bring it down. I said, no problem.
Yeah.
Thinking that we could put it in between the 4 baggers and the 8.5 by 20 trailer. Nope.
Nope. Yeah,
We tried.
it fills up pretty quick in there. You'd be surprised.
Yep.
So, but
Yep.
your Road Glide is the green bike, so you have an Advan Black body kit on that one?
I have a Advan Black front wheel.
Front wheel.
I have their handguards with the turn signal inserts. I have their tour pack. I have their taillights in my CVO fender, and on the tour pack, their taillight on there as well.
So
I
so
do
Alan
have
will
on
some
order.
stuff.
I do have on order the whole shot kit in the envious green fake paint, which that's 6 to 8 weeks for delivery because I got to paint the parts. So
Nice, nice. So what's your setup look like that you're driving down there? You got pickup truck with the 20-foot trailer? No?
No. Big Mike 135 owns a 34-foot RV that he has a 8.5 by 20 trailer that we tow behind it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's all Big Mike stuff.
Yeah, I go in style. The best RV is your buddy's RV.
Yeah. Oh, that's same thing with the boat. The best boat you can have is your buddy's boat.
Yep. And I pitch in for gas, tolls. I did grocery shopping, so I make breakfast and stuff and a couple
Nice.
meals at night. But most of the time, we're going to eat out anyways.
Yeah. Is that a diesel or is it a gas jobber?
It's a gas.
Yeah. What is
80
it?
gallons a stop.
Oh. What are you getting for MPGs? Probably about 7 miles to the gallon on that thing.
Yeah, about that.
It's funny because my buddy had a Harley Davidson truck F-150 a while back, and we had a 14-foot trailer, 7x14. Pulling two bikes. We were getting about 9 miles to the gallon with that thing. So.
Yep. I had a Ram 1500 with a 7x14 enclosed trailer, all aluminum with 2 baggers in it. Going back and forth to Myrtle Beach, I was getting about 10 to 11 miles to the gallon.
Yeah. See, like every year I'm driving to Daytona and I see these guys blowing by me, going 80, pulling these trailers. I'm like, they must be getting 5 miles to the gallon. Like, and I'm trying to save gas by going 65, 64. It's like, is it worth it?
Actually, I was doing 80 in my Ram, pulling that trailer.
Yeah, yes. I don't get this year. I'm putting my bikes in the back of the pickup truck, so I might get a little better gas mileage. But
this year, previous 2 years, it was just been Big Mike and I.
Yep.
We'd go down, and it was never a problem with storage. Well, this year we have 2 Rally Virgins coming with us.
Oh, I like it.
They're male, so it's not that exciting. They've just never been to a rally before. So that ate up a lot of room in the trailer.
Yes, yeah. I think the most we've ever had, we've never had anything. We've never ridden in style with an RV or anything like that. But we had the trailer, and then we had 2 bikes in the bed. So we've brought down a total of 5 bikes total in one vehicle trailer combo, and that was pretty hectic. It's not as a comfortable ride down, but
yeah. So hopefully Alan won't be too pissed off at me. I don't want to ruin that relationship, but I have other things I need to get done to my Road Glide. For instance, I'm going to see Rolling Throttle, and they're going to be doing some work to the bike. I'm on vacation.
Yeah,
let them do it.
Alan seems like a pretty cool dude. I think he's going to be all right. There'll be plenty of other professional monkey will have his stuff down there, so plenty of other stuff.
Oh yeah, Sick Baggers is going to be there on March 1st. There's March 1st and 2nd. There's 6 YouTubers going to be there. 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. Sick Baggers and I are on Saturday. I forget who the other person is on Saturday, but Bert from Baggers and Brews and Professional Monkey, they're on Sunday, and somebody else I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I saw that 2147. Is that the?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Yeah, it's if you want to see where Dr. Harley's going to be for Daytona, just go check out his Instagram. He's always putting up stories, putting up stuff, so you can always find him. And
yep, I'm busy. I'm running around all the time down in Daytona. Every year I say I'm not going to do a lot. I'm just going to kick back, relax, enjoy. Never works out, but I still have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun when you can just sit back and relax. That's no fun.
Yeah, well.
So you guys are staying at the Cackleberry? I always want to say Crackleberry for some reason.
Yeah, it's the Cackleberry Campground. We're going to be getting in there Thursday night, Friday morning. We're going to get everything set up, and then on Friday morning, we're going to head out. We're going to head over to OF Performance. Yep. They just moved their shop. They used to be on Route 1 over by Beaver Bar and all that, but they moved. And if you give me a second, I could bring up their address for you.
Yeah, they moved into the same building with Diamond Engineering. So
yes, they're at 5123 State Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Yep. Yeah,
that's where you're going to find Rolling Throttle set up with OF Performance. And plus, they're going to be at the Performance Hangover Show at Orlando Harley, a couple other places, and I know they're going to be at the Drifter Drags on March 7th.
Yep. Yeah, the OF Performance Shop is going to be a happening spot. I know I had Drew on a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about some potential bike nights or parties happening after a couple shows. So I'm looking forward to Daytona. I say this every year. I've been going for 18, 17, I don't even know how long I've been going, but my wife thinks, like, how can you get so excited to go to the same place every single year?
It's different every year. I mean,
it is. That's what I tell her. I said, you don't know. It's just different. So
to me, Daytona is all about hanging out with people, right? There's not great riding in Florida. You got the back of the Gator, which is 318 miles with maybe 3 turns, right? Which is 95 or I-4. You don't go to Daytona for the riding. You go to Daytona for the people that you're going to hang out with, party with. If you drink or not, doesn't matter. But you go, and every year I go, there's always a core group of people, and then there's other people that come down for the first time, and we all have a great time. And to me, that's what it's about. You get together, you have a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
And being in the frozen north like we are, it's a chance for us to get out of the cold and actually thaw out.
Yeah. But this has been, I know you're a little south of me in Connecticut, and it's been a little different, but for me up here in New Hampshire, this has been the coldest winter in a long time. We haven't seen 50 degrees since November or something like that, they were saying.
Yeah.
So,
well, you guys ride Tauntauns, right? This time of year?
Yeah.
The Star Wars nerd just came out.
Yeah, it's all right. It comes out. So, yeah, when I go down there, and if it's 55 degrees, I'll be in a T-shirt and shorts.
I'll be at Performance Hangover as well. I'm going to be at the Drifter Drags as well on March the 8th, my birthday. Raise the roof. I hit a whole new speed limit.
March 7th is the Drifter Drags, Friday night.
Yeah. And I'll be at Suspension Technologies.
Yep. Yeah, I got to go check them out. I had got some shocks for my Road Glide a couple years ago, and I'm going to go and talk to Mike and get him dialed in a little bit.
Yep. Right on. So, I'm going to be buying the Softail suspension while I'm down there for my Softail.
Y'all knew, yep. Nice to come up with that.
If the bike came with me, I would have them throw it on.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Hey, more content.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. Your YouTube channel is doing great, too. I've been watching some of your videos, so I like to see other people in the motorcycle stuff succeeding. That's pretty good. I like it. Connecticut, born and raised there, or you just...
Born and raised.
All right.
I did get out and see the world, and unfortunately, I came back to Connecticut. But what are you going to do?
That's right. Well, hey, we appreciate you serving.
It was a great job. I mean, they paid me to fly in helicopters. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool job, if you ask me.
I mean, when I was in Iraq, we got tasked to fly around the New England Patriots cheerleaders for the USO tour for 3 days.
That's horrible.
War as hell, man.
Jesus, I feel bad for you.
I mean, there was blondes, brunettes, redheads,
Ugh,
all over the place. It was horrible.
that's gross. I hope we don't see any of that in Daytona. That's just
Yeah, I mean, who wants to see that?
oh man. I'm just I know it's like the Florida people, the Texas people, they all say, well, why you guys get so excited for Daytona? It's just it's just another bike week. But like you said, just they don't really understand getting out of the cold to like I will drive from my house all the way to Georgia and the temperature won't change. So
Well, my answer to them is simple. Listen, yeah, it's another bike rally, right? But a lot of people don't realize you get a chance to meet and talk to some interesting people and maybe hang out with them. I've met and hung out with Brian Clock at rallies. You know, the owner of Clockworks.
Yep.
He's a chopper guy. You have Billy Lane that's going to be down in Daytona. He's there all the time. You could find him easily. You know, there's just the Perowitz are going to be down in Daytona, and they're like the Boston area. There's just so many people who are icons in this industry that here's a chance for you to hang out with them, or at the minimum, meet them and shake their hand.
yeah.
You know, they're people just like you and I. You know?
For sure.
So
I've met Billy Lane. I remember we were at the Broken Spoke show. I don't know what show it was, but he's walking around with his kids and his wife, and it's like, he's just a normal dude. Who loves motorcycles.
exactly.
So
I mean, Paul Jr., people talk about OCC and stuff. I've known the Tuttles for a long time. But, you know, this is a normal person. People get starstruck when they see him, and I'm like, it's just another person, just somebody else that, okay, had a level of success I haven't reached or might not reach, but, you know, good for them.
yeah. Yep. No, I agree. But well, as long as you don't go become a hamster or anything, you're talking to Brian Clock and he's a hamster, and as long as I don't see you with the yellow
I
shirt
can't
on there.
bankroll being a hamster.
I know.
Can't.
Right?
I can't.
I've heard that.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I don't know what it takes, but I guarantee you, I can't.
No, yeah, it's not in the budget.
No.
No, you gotta have a completely custom bike that built by yourself and just to be looked at. And then it's politics and
Yeah, but hey, I was hoping the Homestead Brave Chopper was going to be done for this year because I wanted to bring it to Daytona and bring it to the chopper shows. All right, I know it would not, stand up next to a lot of these other choppers, but it'd be kind of cool to sit there and say, yeah, it was at Tropical Willys for the chopper show. It was here for this chopper show,
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's so far from completion. It's hard.
There's always next year.
No, I'm about 10 grand shy, and I've been trying to get some corporate sponsorship and to make things happen.
Yeah, that can't be easy either.
No.
So Daytona, where's your number one spot where you got to eat?
My RV. No.
Come on.
Believe it or not, at the Cackleberry, there is the Brazilian bowls. You get them in a pineapple, or you could go across the street, Cackleberry with steak tips. Those are like my number one places to eat. It's right at the Cackleberry or over at
Cabbage Patch.
Because the food vendors there are good. And, if I'm walking around, let's say Destination Daytona, Saints and Sinners.
Yep.
If I'm at the racetrack, wherever strikes me at that moment that I want to eat.
So for me, I'm not staying at the Cackleberry. Am I going to be able to just roll in there and hang out with you at your site?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, good.
They'll probably have you park in the main field.
Yep.
But I'm down there anyways, and keep this between us.
Yeah. All right, nobody listen.
I made creamsicle moonshine.
That just sounds delicious.
Let me tell you, it's supposed to ferment for 2 weeks, and I tried it the other day. It is dangerously delicious. It calls for a gallon of orange juice. I didn't have quite a gallon.
Yep.
It called for 3 cups of moonshine. I put a whole quart in it. You don't taste any liquor.
That's dangerous.
Like I said, dangerously, you can smell it because there's vodka in it. There's actual moonshine. Not anything that was bought in the store, but it's actual moonshine. So it is dangerously delicious.
Huh. All right. Well, on that note, moonshine. We got Jim. Are you really there? Like, what's going on here, bud?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm about ready to throw it all out the window.
Well,
Nope.
Jim, say hi to Dr. Harley.
Hey, Jim,
What's up,
how you
Doc?
doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be seen. I don't know. Paying too much money for this internet to be this bad.
It could be all the great weather down there, or the Bud Light you're drinking.
It ain't the Bud Lights, man. That's the only thing that makes it bearable.
Yes, I got watching both of you vaping. Jim's drinking Bud Lights. Yeah, this is a scene.
No, it's
It
a
is.
work
This-
night, so I'm not drinking too much tonight.
No.
Me too.
Oh yeah, this Sunday night. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, Jim. What do you got? You got some contributions here? What?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you guys covered, what you didn't cover. I mean, I don't know if Brian told you we tried to record 3 separate times before we got here. So it's like a shit show. But I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but I did hear you say like the best part about going down to Daytona is hanging out with the people and all that. But is there ever anything like you've been? How many times have you been down there? Let me start there.
Let's see. This will be my 4th time in Daytona.
It'll be your 4th time. So Brian's been almost 20. I think we figured about 19. And I kind of asked him this, but like, is there anything you get sick of when you go down there?
No. It's because the people I hang around with, the core group of people I hang around with changes all the time. There'll be some that are similar from previous years, but there's always new people coming in. You're meeting new people. You're hanging out with new people. You're getting to know some new people. Like I had the honor to hang out with Brian Clock one night. There's somebody who's awesome. Great guy to hang around with. Great guy to talk to. Wealth of knowledge.
Oh, hold on, Jim. Do you know who Brian Clock is?
Clockworks, yes.
Hold on. Yeah, you got his windshield. So I was hoping. All right, good job.
I do have his
And he's
windshield
the owner.
on my street glide. Yes.
He is the owner, and he started his company. When I talked to him, he started Clockworks to afford to build his choppers. He's a chopper guy at heart. He didn't build it to become the windshield king, and that's what happened.
Yeah. I mean, windshields have been pretty good to him.
Yeah, but
And
his windshields
other
have been
things
pretty
now.
good to everybody else.
Goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
So did Brian
You build a great product.
did Brian ask you how you became the doctor?
No.
How did you become the doctor? Dr. Harley.
How did I become? Let's see. About 12 years ago, I was helping a friend of mine out on his bike in my garage, and we're working. And he posted up on Facebook at Dr. Harley's garage hanging out. And I'm like, at the time, the name of my shop was Chops Custom Cycles. And I'm like, no, that's Chops Custom Cycles, dude. He goes, no, you're Dr. Harley. You're a doctor on these things. You just do, things with ease. You're like a surgeon. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how the Dr. Harley name came out. I don't have a doctorate degree. Never claimed to have one. I don't even have an associate's degree.
You don't have a doctorate in pistonology?
No. I do have a doctorate in cones when I was autocrossing.
So you mentioned autocross. Are you into cars too, or are you just a motorcycle guy?
Both. I like cars and motorcycles. If it's got an internal combustion engine and it can be made to go fast, I'm in.
Yep, I hear you. What are you? So Ford, Chevy, Dodge. What are you?
Well, it all depends. I mean, when I was in high school, I built a '69 Chevelle SS. that had a factory 454 in it, and it was a fast car.
Yep.
For trucks, I like Dodge Ram. I'm not a brand Nazi or snob. You know, for motorcycles, I prefer Harleys. I've had Hondas, Yamahas, Suzuki's, Kawasaki's. I've had them basically all the Japanese brands, but I prefer Harley because back then I couldn't afford Harley.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, and plus, you're Dr. Harley now, so you can't have it.
why not? I could have a Harley. I could have whatever I want. I mean, I really like the Royal Enfields.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I used to love Triumphs.
Yeah. I mean, you take a brand new Royal Enfield, 500 cc's, to like $5,000 brand new. All right, they won't be good for long trips. They won't be really good on the highways, but it's like 1960s and 70s styling with today's technology.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you
I would
ever
love to have one?
Did you ever come across? God, it's been a long time now, but Excelsior Henderson. Did you ever see any of those?
Yes, I have. And here's the interesting thing. Do you know when the last Excelsior Henderson was built?
I would say 2002, if I had to guess.
I think it was 2005. It's on display at the Motorcyclopedia Museum in Newburgh, New York. And the guy who owns that owns V-Twin Manufacturing. He has the largest private collection of antique Indians in the world, plus movie bikes, plus he's got some Indian Larry stuff. He's got some OCC stuff in there. He's got a lot of Ratfink stuff in there. Plus, he's got a 1915 Harley Davidson. And in 1915, that motorcycle rode from Newburgh, New York to New York City. And in 2015, that very same motorcycle, okay, with different tires, a different drive belt, was ridden from Newburgh, New York, the same route to go to New York City. And Gene Davidson and John Davidson signed the bike, and that's on display down at that museum.
Hey, that's in Newburgh, New York?
Newburgh, New York.
Really?
That's not too far.
It's a great place to go. It's like $10 to get in. They don't mind you at all filming or recording in there.
Yep.
You know, I love it. It's a great place to hang out.
I'll have to put that on the list. That sounds like a good place to go.
Absolutely. If you go, let me know. We'll meet you.
Yeah, it's
because I know a great barbecue place around the corner.
Oh, barbecue. See, that's one thing I'm waiting. Daytona. I mean, I know the barbecue's not like Texas barbecue or anything, all right, Jack? But barbecue down there, and barbecue and Waffle House. That's what I'm looking for.
You probably could stop down in like Georgia and get some real barbecue, like some real barbecue.
No, West Virginia.
You got to find a guy cooking out of a school bus or something.
That's West Virginia, Tennessee. Or there's that guy there in Laconia at one of the campgrounds who's got that barbecue place out of a school bus.
Oh, I've seen him. Yeah,
that's like usually like the real stuff. Yeah, that's the real stuff. I have a buddy that used to go down to Memphis every year and compete, and that's the good stuff.
That's one thing I love about going down to West Virginia and Tennessee is the food.
So what's your schedule looking like for 25, Doc? You got Daytona obviously next week.
Yep, then, I got Daytona, Mob in the Mountains in June.
Yep.
It's tentative the weekend before, which would be Father's Day weekend, which is the first weekend for Laconia. Probably going to run up and do a turn and burn for the day. Probably ride up with Corey. After that, the Gettysburg Bike Week down in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Great time. I love the battlefield. I love the history there. Plus, you got the motorcycle and the rally. So, I mean, how can you not go? Can't go wrong. And then, hopefully, if time and money work out, I'll be going out to Smoky Mountain Bike Week.
Yeah, those are a couple that we were looking forward to going to hitting maybe this year. At least getting to Tennessee to ride. We've never ridden in Tennessee, so.
Well, the nice thing is, if you're down at Smoky Mountain Bike Week, you can take a day and go ride Tail the Dragon, overrated road. Don't recommend it. But you could do the Back of the Dragon, the Cherahole Highway, or Devil's Triangle. Much better roads.
Yeah, and they're all right there.
Yeah, they're all right there. Literally, with like I said, you could take the day and go ride one of those. Plus, you got Dream Rides Tennessee down there. which is not too far from everything that's going on.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we're thinking. Kind of go there for Smoky Mountain Bike Week. Go check out because we had Jesse on from Dream Rides.
Mm-hmm.
So go hang out with him. Go ride some FXRs. Tennessee just sounds like a fun place to be.
Yeah, well, so is West Virginia. The most technical roads I've ever ridden was in West Virginia.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Most technical.
And what
And
about
the most fun? It's like a roller coaster on two wheels.
those are the roads we look for. You know, as being motorcycle guys, those are the roads. So what about
riding
Sturgis?
about 3 hours in West Virginia feels like you just did 8 hours. Mentally exhausted.
Yeah. Well, I did 80 miles today on my snowmobile, and it felt like I just went around with Mike Tyson. Beat the hell up. Oh my god.
But you had fun.
Yeah. Oh, it was a blast.
There you go.
But what about Sturgis for you this year? You got any?
Nope. Next
Nope.
year. 2026, I'm going out to Sturgis, but we're going to be going a week before the rally, and we're probably going to leave within the second or third day of the rally.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing this year. So I'm going the week before, and I'll stay for the first weekend, and then we're bouncing because I've never been to Sturgis. My buddy Todd says it's just, it's great, but it's way too crowded. So we're going to go the week before and enjoy the riding and get to see just a little bit of the bike week and then bounce.
Yeah. Last time I was in Sturgis was in 2010, and I rode all the way out there, and I was so sore and beat up.
Yeah.
I didn't do any riding out there. I just hung out at the chip, ate and drank, and then when it was time to leave, I left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Riding out to Sturgis is fun to say, but I mean, you ride out to Sturgis, it's a long ride for us. You get there and you kind of don't want to ride, and then you got to ride home. So.
Well, I was not smart when I rode out there. I rode out, and the only bike I had at the time was a 93 Softail with a Badlander seat and 18-inch ape hangers.
Yep, like a parasail going down the road with forward controls.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course, got to have it.
Yeah, hey, that was the look back then, right? I mean,
well,
everybody
I also had
wanted
the Badlander seat, which means I was sitting on steel.
Yep. Oh yeah, I had the Badlander on my night train, so I know what you're feeling.
I was peeing blood for 3 days in Sturgis.
Oh, that's
good
not
times.
My kidneys.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Great time.
Hey, it's a memory, right? Now you look back and
I did it.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that year, I came back from Iraq and I bought that bike, and I says, you know what? I rode the Daytona and back, I did Laconia and back, and I rode Sturgis and back. I hit the big three in 1 year on that bike. The following year, I did a motor rebuild.
How many miles did you put on that, a Softail?
That year, about 20,000 miles.
That's pretty awesome. Hey, someone for living in the Northeast, 20,000 miles. That's some riding. That's pretty awesome.
I average about 10 to 15,000 miles a year.
Yep, that's good. So even with a full-time job, a shop, you still get time to ride. So that's good.
Now most of my riding is back and forth to work, and if I have nothing pressing that I need to get home and get out of the shop, I'll take the long way home.
Yep.
But if I have to get home and meet somebody or deliver a bike or something, then I take the highway home.
How many miles is it to work one way?
20.
20 miles. Yeah, so that's a good little ride. See,
20 miles on the highway?
Yeah. I know. When I used to start work at 4 a.m. in Boston, it was about 27 miles one way. And when I first bought my Harley, I was like, I'm going to ride to work every single day in the summer. And I don't think I rode a single day. Waking up at 3 in the morning and jumping on the Harley when it's dark out, it didn't appeal to me. So.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But, when you get out of work, I wish I had it,
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Get out 75 and sitting in traffic in a vehicle, no fun.
Yeah, no.
But last year when you went to Daytona, did you go to the Drifter Cross?
No, I did not.
I didn't either.
I didn't know what was going on last year. I went to the performance hangover show.
Yep.
I did a lot of performance shows last year. Because I brought Spaceball down, and I had everything but the paint job. So there were a lot of bikes that won trophies that all they had was paint and no
Yeah.
performance mods at all to the bike.
Yeah, I know. That's the performance bagger scene is kind of getting out of control these days. Oh my god.
Hey, it's diluted. It really is. It's oversaturated, and everybody wants it. And like anything else, once something gets popular and everybody wants it, it costs the prices skyrocket.
Yep. Money has ruined the performance bagger.
Money ruins everything. I mean, look at the FXR. I mean, when that bike first came out, nobody wanted it. Thought it was an ugly motorcycle. Nobody wanted it.
No.
Right? The stunt guys get a hold of the FXRs, and they start the FXR tour. Now everybody wants an FXR, and now you can't touch one for, 15 grand.
Yeah, I know it sucks because I really want another FXR with an original paint, but to find one, to get one, it's hard. You got to be at the right spot, right time, know someone, know a grandmother that has one in her basement or something like that.
Yep.
But those are hard to come by.
Yep. I mean, that's because they became popular within the stunt riders, and now everybody wants one because they want to build a stunt bike because they think they can stunt.
Well, hey, not everybody can stunt.
No, I have East Coast in 20 minutes down from me. I've been to their clubhouse. I hang out with the guys once in a while. I know them. They might know me by face. They don't know me by name or anything, but that's okay. I leave the stunting to them because that's what they do.
Yeah, they're the professionals. I like to do burnouts and try, but I'm not going to do it in front of anybody or anything like that. But you say East Coast, and they have they've moved up, they've taken over where unknown industries. They got stunt shows going on at the Speedway this year during the week. So Good for them. They've earned it.
Yeah, they went from being a grassroots outlaw kind of group to being the premier stunt group on the East Coast.
Yep.
Or in the country, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they're all over. But for them to now be, I don't know if they're sponsored by Harley Davidson, but it's put on by Harley Davidson, these stunt shows going on. So it's a pretty big deal for them, I think.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
I know the dealership where they go to. I know the owners there. They deal with Freedom Road Harley, which is right up the road from them. They just bought 2 of the new Sportsters a few months back. Yep. So.
All right. Yeah. All right. So hear me out on this. So I love the Lowrider ST.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lowrider S comes in that purple color, that not the flat purple,
the new Mystic Shift.
Yes. So I'm thinking buy a Lowrider S, get an ST fairing from Advan Black, and have it painted that purple mist shift, and then you have a purple shift Lowrider ST.
Yeah, I mean my Lowrider S is got the ST fairing from Advan Black.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. But then, do they make the bags too?
Yeah, I have the original bags. Well, not the clamshell bags from Harley, but I have the original bags that Advan offered. The short standard bags. And over the winter, I got the whole shot bags. And I really like those bags, and they look great on that bike. I liked them so much, I ordered the whole shot kit for my Road Glide.
Nice. But so does Advan Black make the clamshell Lowrider ST bags? Or no?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. All right. I know. No, they don't. Thrash and Supply in their last video showed that they're coming out with like a Saddleman, like a Leather Pro.
Yep.
Bag.
I had those clamshell bags. They're good for maybe a sweatshirt.
Yeah, that I've heard that before. Even on the original FX.
That money, you might as well just get, standard size bags, lids,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're going for that ST look, you got to have the clamshell.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean,
It's still a baby bagger. I call them baby baggers, and I have one. It's a baby bagger.
yeah, they've become popular.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could get a soft tail. You throw a little bit of money at it, and now you got a baby bagger. You got a comfortable seat, and you could tour on it.
Yeah. Did you see? Forever Rad just made a video. They just finished one of their lowrider STs. Looks pretty sweet.
No, I have to check that out.
Yeah, they do pretty cool stuff. So it's all earth tone colors, no chrome. It's all like a grayish canyon color. They called it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool. Sounds awesome. I've seen a couple of lowrider STs with like neon colors, or the purples and pinks and whites, and I'm like, hey, if that's what you like, man, right on, have at it.
Yeah.
Not my taste, but it's not my bike.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my biggest challenge. Is people ask me, hey, I want to do this. Do you think it looks cool? Well, big question is, do you think it looks cool? It's your bike, not mine.
I mean, I'm sure the guys riding down Main Street on their Can-Ams, they think they're cool.
But they're in a car. They're not a motorcycle.
Exactly. Right on. Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's got a steering wheel, a seat belt, a shifter for your hand. It's got a brake pedal, a gas pedal, and a clutch, a left foot clutch, side-by-side seating. It's a car. It's not a motorcycle.
It's a 3-wheel car.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or what do they call them back in the day? The autocycle.
Yeah. Yeah. They shouldn't be allowed on Main Street on Friday nights. Not like I even go to Main Street a lot. It's just...
Why not? It's a public road.
Yeah, I know, but they shut it down to motorcycles only on Friday nights.
Well, what I like is when you go to like any of the like the Beaver Bar or Iron Horse and all that, it's just motorcycle parking only. No Can-Ams.
Yeah, had no slingshots allowed.
No slingshots allowed.
No slingshots.
Perfect. So
they tell them go park with the cars.
Yeah, well, because they're cars. But well, Doc, before we wrap up this episode, since this is like a pre-Daytona episode, we're trying to get some guys on here that are going to Daytona and talk about Daytona. I mean, I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. I'm just kind of excited.
Mm-hmm.
But what's like one thing you're looking forward to this year, 2025 in Daytona? What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, hanging out with the Rolling Throttle family, of course. Another thing I'm looking forward to is Big Mike and I, we're going to be hitting a bucket list ride. We're going to go down to Alligator Alley, ride that across from the East Coast to West Coast, and head north up into Tampa. Going to have lunch in there, head Ybor City. Big Mike's a big cigar guy, so we're going to be hitting that, and then we'll be coming back. I mean, that's a bucket list ride. Okay, people say it's boring riding Alligator Alley. Yeah, but I've never done it. Neither has he. And it's something we want to do, so we're going to hit a bucket list this year.
What day are you doing that?
We don't know yet.
All right.
It's either going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Those are the only 3 days I have available to do something like that.
I've never done Alligator Alley, and so maybe I might follow you.
More than welcome.
All right, cool.
More than welcome. I mean, we're going to have a great time.
I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, hanging out, just to hang out, talk bikes. This is fun and all, but being live in person at a rally,
absolutely,
just
hanging out, having a good time, smoking and joking, and you can't. To me, that's what makes the rally for me.
Yeah, you'll be there. You'll be at the Hangover show on Monday, so you guys will be hanging out Sunday and Monday.
Absolutely. Also, Night Owl Rides is going to be there. I know for a fact Indigo Moto might be there. Jess Rips will be there. Bikes and Balayage will be there. So, the Bikes and Balayage and Jess Rips, I've hung out with them in the past, met them in Gettysburg. Great people. Awesome to hang out with. And, that's when I see them is at rallies. And that's part of the reason why I like to go.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. Yeah, you mentioned Night Owl Rides. Brendan, he's in the photo shoot contest, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes up with. I know him and I
Absolutely.
are going to hang out on Sunday, the day before, because he's renting a bike and we're going to ride around. He's never been to Daytona, so we're going to show him
Yeah.
some stuff.
Well, Sunday morning, I'm going to be at Custom Dynamics. I bought the Shark Demon headlight, and I went to put it in the bike. And for some reason, no matter what I do, I can't get the outer fairing to fit on. So after spending last Monday back and forth with emails and phone calls and things like that, it's like, you're coming to Daytona, right? So absolutely. Because, all right, what day are you available? I said, Sunday morning. He goes, perfect. Come by Sunday, bring the headlight. Let's try and figure out why it's not working on your Road Glide where it works on thousands of others.
That's always the case. Well, all right. Well, so you're going to be there Sunday morning, because I know I'm meeting up with him Sunday morning. So, but I got your phone number. We're going to be in touch. So Daytona 2025 is going to be a good time, and
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
It really is.
It really is. It really is. But hey, Dr. Harley, I can't appreciate you enough. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I like to hear your side of the story, and I watch your lives all the time, but I kind of wanted to get you on here so I could just ask you a few questions to know a little bit more about the doctor, and now I know, and so I'm looking forward to hanging out with you, bud.
It's going to be a great time. It really is. You know,
Yeah.
I always tell everybody, hey, we hang out. We're going to have a good time. I can't guarantee you won't be going to jail, but you'll have a good time. Not only
That's
kidding.
fine.
We won't end up in jail.
No.
But we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a lot of fun, you know?
Yeah.
And that's all it comes down to.
That's it. So if you want to meet up with Dr. Harley, check out his Instagram and look for him. Find him. So thanks, bud.
All right, man. Thank you.
Take it easy. Can you hear me, Jim?
I can hear you. We need the doctor to hit leave.
Right.
The doc's got to hit leave because we're still going. We're
Oh,
going to bring in on one more person, doc. All right, there we go.
There she goes.
I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to go bellyache about this. I'm ordering some fucking new internet. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. It sucks, but it is what it is because the last 2 weeks have been horrible. And last week wasn't really internet. It was Riverside, but we never had these problems before. So we got Danny. Danny's in the waiting room ready to get on with us. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she's up to. This is her second Daytona.
Oh, we're going to find out.
Let's bring her in, maybe.
Do I have to let her in?
I don't know. I hit let in. Let's see.
There
she is. Hey, there she is.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Hi. Thank you for having me back.
Yes. Well, figure doing a Daytona episode, just seems right to bring on some Daytona peeps, someone that we're going to see down in Daytona. So there you are.
Yeah, I'm ready for it too. I'm excited.
No, you can't be excited. You're at the beach. I see you on the beach. You're shorts, bikinis. So you're not ready for it.
I'm so sorry that it's warm down here.
I know. I don't hold it against you.
Well, I hope not, because I can't really control the weather, but I just take advantage of the weather.
It's going to be warm here this week. It's going to be 50. That's warm. Warm for February in New England. It's going to be 50.
Wow. My dad's coming, my biological dad is coming in town on Tuesday, and he just sent me a video. He's in Ohio. They just got like 8 inches of snow. He's like, it's 21 degrees here. I was like, oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, like I was telling Jim, I rode 80 miles today on my snowmobile.
Oh, nice.
So at least I was riding.
So is the snowmobile kind of like a motorcycle? Does it feel like it?
At certain times, it throws you around a lot. But you got handlebars. It feels like you're on a machine.
So it's like kind of like a 4-wheeler in the snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So, but we're talking Daytona. So when are you coming down to Daytona?
We'll be there March 6th through the 9th.
Right.
So the tail end.
Yep. Well, which is fine because I think Monday, Tuesday is kind of slow,
Mm-hmm.
and then Wednesday you come in, it'll start picking up, and we were talking before. You're staying like 6 minutes away from me, so it's perfect.
Yeah, definitely got to hook up for sure.
Yeah, definitely hook up, go for a ride. I want to see the bike. So
We've done so much to it in like the past 2 months. It's crazy. It doesn't even look like the same bike anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it? So it's all done.
For the most part. I got to get a couple more things installed. But they're already here. The parts are here, and just got to get them installed.
Nice. So you want to talk about the bike?
Yeah, we can definitely talk about it.
Oh, you got a
So
list.
we did like the whole front end of the bike. So I got Fox Racing suspension, new Fox Racing suspension. Ended up doing a 14.5 inch Arlen Ness like rotor. I made that like red to match the bike a little bit, and then we got like the Bamco bolt kit for the fairing. So put some red little bolts around on the black fairing. Then I got TCMT engine guard and saddlebag guards. Yeah, that's what they are. And that's what we got to install next. We just got to get those installed. And then the biggest one was the can't pronounce it. So Swicky.
The wiki.
Thank you. The exhaust. So that made a world of difference on the bike. It sounds perfection. It sounds so good.
Yeah. So Sawicki is they're a good pipe. I mean, so my buddy Drew owns Rolling Throttle. They sell all the Sawicki pipes. So Sawicki's actually going to be down in Daytona. So you can,
Yeah, I'll definitely have to swing by and see them.
yeah, for sure. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, it is just like, oh my gosh, the bike just sounds like their exhaust is definitely pretty nice. I like them.
Yeah. So it got tuned and everything. It's all good
Yeah,
to
so
go.
I've got oh crap, what's the tuner that I have? The Thunder Max tuner?
Oh
Yeah,
that's
so
a
that
good
was we got that the last time, and then so that was like perfect. It just auto tuned itself, and then
tune. Yeah.
I got a couple things powder coated as well to kind of black it out a little bit more. So yeah, the front end it looks amazing. It looks really good.
Yeah. And I've only seen a few sneak peeks, so I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, I've got like a couple little like cosmetic things that I'm gonna put on before I want to do like a whole thing, and then I got a photo shoot coming up as well on the bike. So
Really, look at you with the photo shoot.
yeah, you just gotta put your feelers out there. There's so many people out there that are like wanting to build portfolios and stuff, and so it's just like I give them a little bit of business, they give me a little bit of photos, and we call it a day.
Oh, I thought it was because you came on the Ride Life podcast at one time and you gained all those followers.
Oh yeah, I did gain quite a few followers from that, so I was very happy about that. But no, this was a follower prior to the podcast. So,
Cool,
yeah.
cool. Good. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Doing that. So you have Waffle House. Is there any food? So there's probably not any different food in Daytona for you to eat.
No,
Yeah. See.
not really.
Yeah.
It was funny. Oh God, I don't remember where we were at, but we were driving, and my husband's like, "Look, there's a Waffle House right there in Florida." He's like, "And you were saying there's no Waffle Houses?" I was like, "I've never seen that Waffle House before. I'm sorry."
It grows.
I don't miss a Waffle House.
Yeah.
How many
But
days
yeah,
are you going to
what-
Daytona for?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be there Thursday, and then we leave Sunday.
Yeah, where were you, Jim? You disappeared on us.
Well, because of all the internet stuff, I just shut the camera off and listened for a little bit. I want to see if it sped it up a little.
Oh, I gotcha. So you're Wednesday through Thursday. That works out perfect because Thursday's there's an old school chopper show going on, but Thursday night at 1F Performance could be a little I'm trying to say Jesus Christ, like a house party, not a house party, a shop party.
Okay.
Yeah. So and Sawicki will be there and everything, so that could be a cool spot.
Yeah,
for you to go.
definitely.
So we'll have to go to that.
Yeah, we don't have anything like set in stone. I've got a couple little things that like I've seen, and I'm like, oh, that looks like interesting. But I'm definitely open to if somebody's like, oh, this is gonna be a better show, Because last year I went and we pretty much just stayed on Main Street, and I was like, I'm not doing that this year. Like it was just.
Yeah.
It's not that Main Street's not fun. It has its purpose, but I feel like we missed so much by just being on Main Street the entire time.
So have you ridden the loop? You've ridden the loop?
Yeah, I read the loop the last time, and that was
Okay.
I was only that was my first long ride was to Bike Week. I'd only been riding for 3 months when I decided to make that trip. So I was extremely nervous. My girlfriend took me down like Main Street, and I'm like, okay, I can do this, like blocking everybody out, just focused. And now I'm pretty excited to redo it again because I'm like, I feel a lot more confident this time.
Yeah. Main Street can be a little intimidating for sure.
Just a little bit. We did excuse me, we have a fair, like a county fair that comes in, and so we do the fair loop. And I mean, it's not as crowded as like Main Street, but you've got, like little kids and families and everything like, screaming at you. And I mean, it's pretty cool, but you ride all through the entire fair, like the carnival rides and everything. So it's a pretty good time.
Is that like all through grass and dirt stuff?
A little bit. I mean, there's some pavement, but it's just, I mean, I would say half of it's pavement, and then the other half is kind of like patted down dirt, walked over grass and everything. So it's not like bumpy, but it's fun.
Okay. That could be a little sketchy on some sand.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I've got a gravel driveway, so I'm like, it's every single time I pull out of the driveway, I'm just like, okay, just go straight. Just be careful.
Yeah, oh, so you're a pro then. If you got a gravel driveway, you're all set.
Well, I wouldn't say a pro, but yeah, it's definitely. I'm not as nervous as what I was on dirt roads now.
That's good. So who did all the work to your bike?
So I actually have a local guy. His name is Justin. He owns Tropical Auto Lab, and he does all the work on my bike. Like we buy the parts, and then he puts everything together. Always does my oil changes, keeps it good. So if anybody's local in the area of like West Palm or whatever, he's a fantastic guy. He works on cars and motorcycles.
Nice. Did you do rear suspension too, or just the front?
So I got rear suspension. A buddy of mine gave me his stock rear suspension off of Road Glide. So I got that when I first got the bike. But another suspension will be coming. We're waiting on the back end. My husband was like, we just dropped like $4,000 into this bike. He's like, we're going to kind of calm down just a little bit. I was like, all right, I got you.
You don't want to do it all at once.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of what I told him, because it was funny because boxes just kept coming. Like we had a plan, and then boxes just kept coming. And I'm like, what else did you buy? And I was like, we don't have to do the bike completely. And he's like, well, we're going to Daytona, so I want to get it all nice. And I'm like, I'm not going to say no. So I was like, all right, well, okay.
That's the only disadvantage you guys have of living in Florida, because you can ride all season long.
Mm-hmm.
So up here, our winter time is like, all right, we're going to change up the bike. We're going to do some work on the bike. Since we can't ride it,
yeah,
might as well work. But down there, you can just ride every day. So
yeah, every single time it's in the shop, my buddy, I'm always like, I check with him every day. I'm like, how's it going? Because naturally, when it's in the shop, it's the most perfect freaking weather days. Like nothing's going on. Everybody wants to ride. And I'm like, yeah, my bike's in the shop. But with all this stuff put together and with the powder coat, even the powder coat didn't take that long. We got a local guy that does powder coating, which is, again, if you're local to the area, LS Powder Coating. He's fantastic. He was super nice. Got my shit in and fixed it within like a week. So I think we had like 8 parts total that we powder coated, and he got it all done in like a week for us. So, but the bike was in the shop for 2.5 weeks. So that's not bad, right? My guys definitely, they're like, all right, we're going to get this going for Daytona. So.
Yeah, I mean, you can be doing a bike project, get stuck in jail paint,
Mm-hmm.
where 3 months, 4 months go by, you have no parts to put on.
Yeah,
so you got lucky.
Yeah, I got a good group of guys, so I can't complain at all.
Yeah, that helps. That definitely helps.
It does. So when are you going down to Daytona? You're coming down for the whole week?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm leaving this Thursday. Actually.
Nice. And you riding down, trailering?
Yep, riding in my truck. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, usually we bring a trailer some years, but this year I'm putting 2 bikes in the back of the pickup truck.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very amazing to me that 2 bikes fit in the back of a pickup truck. Like we used to, when we'd go camping, we'd put our golf cart in the back of the truck, and it amazes me that those truck beds are that wide.
Yeah. Well, like your bike and your husband's bike wouldn't fit together.
It would not?
No, they'd have to be 2, like, I'm bringing my FXR.
Okay.
And it would have to be like a sport, like a Dyna or something without bags.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, so maybe a Road King, like maybe your bike and an FXR would fit,
Mm-hmm.
but it gets pretty tight.
That's cool, though.
But it's better than bringing a trailer, because there's a lot of tolls going through New York and stuff, and it just adds up.
Oh, yeah.
And this year we usually go, like, we used to drive 23 hours straight and get there and get all excited. But this year we're staying in South Carolina. stay over for the night, hopefully near a Waffle House. And
just report the fights. If you find any fights, I want to see them.
Fights?
Yeah, because everybody gets into a fight at a Waffle House.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I just read something. A Florida woman did something at a Waffle House. I can't remember what it is now.
Probably everything.
I think she pissed in something. I forget what it was.
Like stab the cook, like jump the counter. It's just the possibilities are endless over there.
I remember we stopped at a Waffle House. I don't even know where we were. There was like one girl working and probably 15 people, and she couldn't take it anymore. She just walked out. So all the customers are in there. There's no cooks. There's no managers. We're like, what do we do now?
Well, I mean, you got a free meal. Like, that's just like, all right, you're getting up and leaving.
Yeah, I got my free $3 waffle.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
What are you looking forward to for Daytona? What's your? I know it's probably your third year. So
second year.
Yeah.
I just want to be around other people that like riding the bikes and stuff. It's just like the vibe of all of Daytona. Like no matter where you go, it's just like it's such a vibe. Like, and I love being around all the other bikers and seeing all the new bikes and what people do to how they trick out their bikes and stuff. It's pretty amazing what can be done with these bikes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I used to always tell my friends. Like going down there, I'm on the bike all week long. I go to breakfast on the bike. I go to dinner. I do everything on the bike.
Yeah.
And then everywhere you go, there's bikes around you. So it's like it just feels so cool.
It really does. It is. And I will say I don't ride with a helmet in Daytona. I should, but I don't. But that's the only time I won't ride with a helmet is like when I'm in like a little area with around all other bikers. But for the most part, I usually wear my helmet. But it is kind of nice being free.
It is. Like up here in New Hampshire, we don't need a helmet either, and I don't wear a helmet. But I'll bring a helmet to Daytona just to have it.
Yeah.
In case it gets cold.
In case it gets cold?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's not even going to be cold for you.
You all right, Jim? Jesus Christ.
I think I'm dying a slow and painful death. It's fine. It's the internet. It's killing me slowly.
All right. Well,
I've had a cough now for the past like 3 weeks, and I cannot for the life of me. Like, I'm not sick. I don't feel sick. It's just like a cough, and it just sporadically pops up, and I'm so over it.
Yeah.
I think something just went down the wrong tube.
But yes, half the country is sick. Everybody is getting sick. It's like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
It's like COVID all over again.
Right.
Everywhere you go, people are like packing up along.
You guys are giving me the FOMO pretty hard. So I've never been to Daytona, and like all I want to do now is like I get this trip. I'm leaving Wednesday morning to go to Vegas, and I'm like I really wish I was going to Daytona, just because I really wouldn't even care if we went down Main Street or did anything but just like hanging out and riding bikes and going all the offsite stuff like and all the parties and all that and just. I'm bummed.
So you can't make like any days work for Daytona?
So I had to take 2 unpaid days off just to go to Vegas for a free trip. So
that's not.
Yeah, I just don't have the time off. I will have the time off next year. I'm not using it. I'm saving it for Daytona.
Okay. Well, there's also Leesburg that's coming up. We're going to be going to Leesburg this year as well. I mean, it's a lot. It's definitely not Daytona. It's a lot smaller, but
no. Are you still coming up to? Are you still planning to come up to Laconia?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're still doing that.
Definitely see you in Laconia for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one. We're trying to. What we really want to do also is go see Niagara Falls, but I want to go on the Canada side. I just kind of hope Canada and America aren't at each other's throats by then. So
it's not looking good.
I know. I'm like, you guys need to figure out your differences before June because I need to go. I want to see Niagara Falls from Canada.
So remember last podcast? I was like, oh yeah, it's like 4 hours from us to Niagara Falls. Yeah, so I guess it's really like 8 hours.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's 8 hours. I don't know if that's even like the. I mean, I guess it would pretty much be the same, like the America side versus Canada side, hour-wise. Maybe it's like I don't know if it's same. How does he just disappear in a freaking video like that?
He's got like some cool background.
Yeah, he does. Like he just disappeared.
That's because my kitchen's boring, so I used the fake background.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
But yeah, I think if
Yeah,
you go
but
up,
the
if you
Canada
go up on the New York side,
really
it's not much to get over.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I saw I was seeing like some really cool videos about the Canada side of like all little towns and everything, and I was like, ooh, that looks so much more fun.
Yeah, they do say the Canada side
It's
is
better.
prettier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the differences are figured out by then. So I don't want to get stuck in Canada. Then I'll have to tell everybody I'm sorry.
There's going to be a lot of tariffs
We
on
got
maple
Trump now,
syrup.
so
Oh well.
I love maple syrup.
Yeah, real maple syrup, like real maple syrup. That shit is good. The Cracker Barrel used to have like really good maple syrup, and I don't know what happened to it because it's not the same anymore.
When you come up to Laconia, Vermont's not too far, and Vermont maple sugar,
Yeah.
maple syrup is the best.
No,
So
I'll have to try it.
It's definitely past the season, like because it's all made in the fall. But if you go to Vermont and you go to like a little place, you'll get some really high end like maple syrup, like grade A, like best maple syrup you've ever had in your life.
That's cool.
My dad and I used to go up there. We go fishing, and we get the maple syrup, and we just literally pour it on a spoon and eat it.
Oh, nice. I do that with honey.
Yeah.
I love honey. Like real, like honey. A buddy of mine owns like a whole bunch of bees, so he always gives me like honey, and I'm just like, I can just eat that stuff by the spoonfuls.
Honey's good for you too.
So when I'm working out, especially usually like on like leg days, and I need like a sugar bump or whatever, I've got like little honey packets, and I just like down some honey real quick, and that like powers me through the rest of my workout.
The power of honey.
Yeah, it's good shit. My mom uses honey, like the Manuka honey, like she'll put that on like wounds and everything, and I'm like, you're freaking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially like on dogs, because if they lick it, it's not bad for them or anything like that. So she'll put like Manuka honey on like wounds and stuff on the animals, and good to go. Clears up infections.
Good to know. I mean, I'll go as far as putting honey in my tea, but that's about it.
Yeah, definitely honey in the tea.
Yeah.
Got to mix it with a little bit of like garlic as well. That's fantastic for you if you got a cold.
Ooh,
I'm a hippie at heart, and I've got a plethora of home remedies and homeopathic things. My husband used to call me the witch doctor, and now I've kind of got him on board with it as well. And he's like, "Oh, I'll take some of the honey and garlic now because my throat's hurting." I'm like, "Okay." Like we drink like black seed oil, oregano oil, and he's like, "The stuff is disgusting, but it works." So,
so the guy we just had on, Dr. Harley, he made for Daytona some creamsicle moonshine.
ooh,
Yeah, so
that sounds amazing.
We'll have to go find him and have some of that stuff.
Absolutely, dude. The last time I had moonshine, oh, that was an interesting night. But I had so it was like pickled moonshine, like dill pickle moonshine, and I love pickles. But that was an interesting night. It was a very interesting.
Yeah,
moonshine's good one. I like that one.
I've never had moonshine before. We had a listener. Yeah,
never.
I've never had moonshine.
Wow. I think it's a whole different animal.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But we had a listener send me some Smoky Mountain moonshine. So I might have to bring it with me to Daytona just to have it.
Smoky Mountain is a good one. I mean, it's commercialized, but it's a very good moonshine. That was the dill pickle one that I had. They would soak like the pickles in the Smoky Mountain moonshine, and it's good.
Yep. I love pickles too. I drink pickle juice for cramps, leg cramps. It's the best.
Oh, dude! So every morning, not to cut you off real quick, but every morning, I drink pickle juice, and it's better than coffee. It's a fantastic electrolyte, like all the salt in it. It wakes your ass right up.
But what Dr. Harley has is like somebody's uncle named Jethro made it like in his woodshed, Like,
oh God.
Yeah, it's real moonshine. Like I've had real moonshine, and it'll knock you on your ass.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm an alcoholic.
You drink Bud Light. Come on, you're not an alcoholic.
I know, it doesn't really count.
He's like,
I drink them for breakfast sometimes.
That's funny.
Except when I'm working.
Oh my gosh. I can't get on board with drinking in the morning. Like my husband's always like, we'll go out, and I'm like, I just can't. Like when we're on vacation, he's like, you want to have like a Bloody Mary? And I'm like, no, I can't drink before 12. I just feel like a degenerate, like even worse than normal.
Can't say you've been drinking all day if you don't start in the morning.
I can't either.
Laconia Bike Week. I was the first.
There's zero possibility I could drink all day.
No one was around, and everybody was still sleeping. So I just went up into Brian's garage, and I was sitting in the driveway drinking Bud Lights at like 6:30. I was told, we have breakfast.
Yes, frozen.
At least it's not like a terrible frozen picture of him though. Like it could be worse. Like he could have like a triple chin, his mouth's like wide open.
I'm not sure this face can get worse, but we'll try. I'm going to shut up now because I'm lagging the hell out of this. I'm just lagging the hell out of this for some reason. I'm going to call tomorrow and yell at somebody.
Do you have Xfinity? Because Xfinity is terrible down here.
I have Cox. It's basically.
Oh, see, like that's a good still picture of him.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. All right, goodbye.
Oh man,
that's funny.
I don't know what he has down there. I don't have Xfinity up here. I know that we have some other Breeze line or something like that.
Yeah. No, we've got Xfinity and I think Comcast. I think they both suck, but.
Oh, talk about a monopoly.
Yeah. And then where we're at, they only allow, I think, one of them. So you're just kind of fucked. You get what you get.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have any choice.
No.
You're just screwed. So, all right. So you are riding to Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have everything that you got packed up? You got your bags packed? You think you're going to... No.
I'm going to pack the night before. The night before is literally when I pack for everything. I've got some outfits picked out, but that's really about it. The night before, though, is my packing time. I am a last-minute packer.
Oh, okay. But do you have an idea? So, you got a Road King, so you just got 2 saddlebags.
Mm-hmm.
Are you putting anything on a backpack?
I don't know. Last year I managed to fit all of my teeny tiny clothes inside of my saddlebags, and then I just wore the shoes that I was going to wear up there. So I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Yeah. Well, and plus, where you're staying, you probably got a washer dryer, so it's not like you got.
I don't think so. But I have a morning outfit and I have an evening outfit for each day. And that's really about it. But my husband does have a, why can't I think of it? The big trunks.
4-pack?
Yeah, so if anything, I'll steal his trunk.
I was just curious because, I take the truck, so I could, plenty of room. So I was just curious if you had an idea what you were thinking.
What sucks is, you pack the bags, but you can't really bring anything home. So we're very cautious of what we buy up there because we're all right, how are we going to get this back home now? So when we went up to Smoky Mountain Bike Week, we had a friend that was up there and he had a trailer. So we packed a whole bunch of shit in his trailer and was here, take this home for us.
Well, you could always ship it home.
That's so expensive. That is expensive.
So are you going to wear a helmet when you're riding down there?
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely wear a helmet riding down there. But just around Daytona, probably the loop and everything, I won't wear a helmet.
Yeah. What is it? A full, how many hour ride?
Well, so we take back roads. I think last year it was 4.5 hours, something like that. So it's not bad. Yeah, we're going to leave around 10. I got to drop the kids off. I have to do my mom duties in the morning, drop the kids off at school, and then we're heading out from there. So probably 10 o'clock. We'll head out, get there in the afternoon, kind of hang out, and make a game plan from there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, Wednesday, not much going on Wednesday, but like I said, Thursday when you wake up, we can go for a cruise, and there's that old school chopper show. I don't know if do you like old school bikes? Do you like?
I do. I think they're really cool.
Yeah, I think you would like this this show. It's put on by a tattoo shop. Which
is that the Full Throttle one? No.
No, this is Tropical Tattoo.
Oh, okay.
So they call it Chopper Time.
Okay.
But so this guy, Willie, he's been putting on the show forever. And it's a tiny little parking lot. It gets jammed. There's a rockabilly band out back.
Oh, cool.
And it's a tattoo shop, so it's just all sorts of cool looking people there. And then
I want to get a tattoo in Daytona. I keep saying I don't know what I want, but I just want to do just a sporadic biker tattoo.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll do that or not.
Yeah. Well, Thursday's not the day to get a tattoo.
Oh, I'm sure it's not.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get a tattoo in Daytona too, but I'm And then you got to have it covered up, and I don't know.
Cover it? Why do you gotta have it covered up? Oh, for your job?
Oh no, for the sun. I'm saying.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm terrible with covering up my tattoos. Which is why they're probably so faded. But I don't put sunscreen on. I just free ball it out in the sun.
Just wing it.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, my job doesn't care if I have tattoos.
So I will say that is like the best thing ever about working for yourself is I'm just like I keep contemplating a neck tattoo. Like I really, really want a neck tattoo, but I think I might wait until I'm like 45 or 50, so that way I know that there's no going back.
Yeah.
But the hand tattoo was like my total like rebellion of I'm never gonna work for somebody ever again.
So what do you do for work?
I'm a massage therapist.
You are? All right.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about that last
Yeah.
time.
So I've been doing it for 13 years now. 13, 14 years now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So you have your own studio like at your house?
No,
or
so
do you have,
I'm a mobile massage therapist, so I go everywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So the kid we had on last week, Big E,
Mm-hmm.
he's a mobile barber.
Okay, yeah.
So and I was asking because it's kind of similar because you got to do so many hours
Mhm.
before you can get your license.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love going to like people's houses, just new scenery. I just was so bored, with the same four walls and blah blah blah. But no, I love it. It's definitely probably my second favorite job.
Yeah, I mean, I swear, anything mobile these days is giant. Like we have a mobile groomer come to our house to do the dogs, and like so if like a mobile massage, that's like yeah, come on over and that's perfect.
Oh, people love it because it's like you're all like nice and relaxed and everything. You just jump in the shower, chill out for like the rest of the day. You're not having to like drive after your massage, go out into the bright sun. And everybody loves it like right after work. Like my evenings are always booked. People just like it and then go right to bed.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't have a job anymore, so that's pretty cool.
That sounds
Lazy
fantastic.
fuck.
It's funny. Like I have my own business, but I'm like, oh god, tomorrow's Monday. I got to start all over again. Like 2 days off is just not enough time, like at all.
Yeah. I know. I love how you're like, oh yeah, when I'm like 45, 50 and old, and then I can get a neck
Oh yeah.
tattoo, and
I'm scared. I'm kind of scared. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm like, great, I qualify. I do now. Jim says he has Cox internet down there in Rhode Island,
Oh, okay.
or up there in Rhode Island for you.
It's basically Xfinity. It's all dog shit.
100%.
Yeah, it's a monopoly. I mean, you got to think they're making the minimum $150 to run a wire to every single house.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We supposedly have like the fiber optic wires. It don't make any difference. They still suck.
Yeah, they were literally just doing my road with the fiber optics. Ask my dog; he was not happy about it.
No, neither are mine.
He was not happy they were on his road. But, Jim, you got anything left here? You want to ask Danny?
No, you guys have all given me the FOMO tonight. I'm happy for you guys to be going to Daytona. I just can't wait till riding season and to kind of get back in on this and get going. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
When does riding season actually
start,
Vegas? You guys?
Hopefully March. Hopefully.
Okay. That's not too bad.
March is
You out of your
ambitious.
mind, Jim?
March is ambitious. April is usually when it starts.
Gotcha.
No. Riding season starts in May.
Well, Brian's
when you're in
160
Vegas-
miles north. Go ahead.
Oh, so you're a little further north, yeah. But when you're in Vegas, you got to check out the Sphere. I'm telling you, that was the coolest experience I have ever seen in my entire life.
All right, I'll look for it. Everything is at the Rio, so we're like a block off the strip. So I don't really know where in the strip it is. It's a block off the strip, so I'll go check it out. We'll have some downtime for sure, but I went once, but it was like 16 years ago. So
No, that's not a good frozen spot.
No, that's not a good frozen spot.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
That's funny.
Jim, your internet sucks. Why don't you just log? Oh boy. Anyways, all right. Jim's internet's really sucking, so we're gonna wrap it up. But
All right, no
thank you
problem.
for coming on.
Of course.
I can't. I'm looking forward to seeing your bike and
Same.
you and Daytona and getting to hang out, have some moonshine together or something. Do something.
Absolutely. I'll hit you up as soon as I get up there.
Sounds good. I'll be here.
All right. Have a great night, guys.
All right, Danny, take it easy.
All right. Bye.